think we should just have a conversation about how did you find the jacket? It was at a charity shop, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, wait, are we recording?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a typical, like, got to work too early, popping to charity shops, and it was kind of some research, actually. And I bought it not knowing if I'd want it, but it was one of those things where you see something that you really love for the sake of not necessarily seeing yourself in it, but you know it's something really special, and you know that even if you're not going to have it, something I tend to do a lot when I buy stuff at.
Yeah. Did you buy it for like the reason of you knew that one of your friends would
definitely
want it, or like you appreciate
I
it?
think one of the first things I said when I came back into the shop was, George, you have to look at this jacket.
Yeah.
And before I'd even like decided I didn't want it, it was like, well, if I don't have it, you can definitely have it, because it, you know.
Yeah. So what was it about it, do you think, that made you not want it yourself? Was it like a style? Was it, because I know you don't wear a lot of denim. Is it?
Yeah.
Was it aesthetic?
It was definitely. I tend to, and I don't really know why, but I tend to steer really away from blue. Especially blue denim. I don't really wear a lot of denim, like I said. But yeah, it's quite a rich colour, which for me, I don't tend to wear that much. I mean, the shape of it was perfect. Like, if it had been a black jacket, or if I could have been bothered to dye it, then I would have.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know if I would have, because of the fabric itself. But the cut of it was the thing that really drew me to it.
Nice, yeah. So I've obviously been wearing it every single day since you gave it to me. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like you...
Yeah, it makes me feel great. Whenever I see you in it, it reminds me of, I don't know, I think it's like whenever you, it's something that only really happens when you buy something secondhand, or you come across it in an unusual way. Like, if, say, you'd have given it to me, and then I'd have given it to someone else, or something. Because when you go to buy these things, you never have an image in your head of what you're looking for, so it's always a really nice surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
And seeing you wearing it, and seeing it, like, it's gone from being something in a shop, which was, it could have been anyone's, it could have been hundreds of people, whatever, to, like, it is now transformed into your item of clothing, and it's something that people who know you recognise you through that item.
Yeah. It's definitely become one of those pieces of clothing that I identify myself with. You know when you imagine an image of yourself in your head, and you're wearing an outfit, and I'm like, that's just what I look like. I'm sort of wearing that
that's
jacket.
Your like that's your like emoji.
Yeah, it's like a signifier of who I am.
Yeah, definitely.
What else about it?
I mean, I also personally think it very much fits the actual shape of it, and the function of it fits you as a personality very well. In terms of design, because, like, your home has always been very, like, you've always had a very functional space.
Yeah. It's quite a functional jacket. It's like denim.
So many pockets.
Lots of pockets. It's
no fusts, no, like, unnecessary collar, nothing fancy on it, nothing. Really simple.
Not decorative, really.
Utility.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, but it is still attractive and flattering as a thing, which is nice. So if we were gonna sell it to someone else, if it was going to transfer its ownership to, if I was going to relinquish my hold over it and give it to someone else, which I would be very sad about if that happened, because I love it so much. What about it? Like, do you think it would be nice if that jacket were to have a life after me? Like, it would go on to someone else, and it would.
I only think if it loses its purpose to you, or or if God forbid something happens to it that you yourself can't mend, and know that you won't mend, so you give it someone who you know will then like take that on. But I don't know. I think when it comes to clothes that you really love, which are generally most of the time not always clothes you really need, because it's a jacket, you can get a jacket anywhere.
Yeah.
For like £1 in a jacket, But I think that there is a certain level of like selfishness that you're allowed. It's your thing. It's your.
Yeah.
It's like your little secret, because you know how it feels. You know how it makes you feel when you wear it. But I don't think.
Yeah.
But again, those items, if it becomes too big for you, if it becomes too small for you, if you just stop wearing it, that's when you pass it off.
Yeah.
Because I think identity and clothing are. I mean, that might go against everything you're trying to talk about.
No, it's good, because we almost want to find what I guess my agenda in this is that I want to provide the kind of need like I have for that jacket. Like I love that jacket, I wear it all the time, and it's a staple and part of my identity, and I would like people to react that way more to clothing, not necessarily to. I mean, it would be impossible to ask for every single piece of clothing they own to have that attachment value.
Yeah.
But at least to kind of try and reflect on why things are good, and or
why you have that emotional attachment.
Yeah, or why we would get rid of something and pass it on to someone else if.
I mean, my main reason for doing that, which is, I mean, we started doing the clothes swap, and that always felt like a really healthy way for me to let go of items of clothing which I never wear, but I'm not keeping out of laziness or out of wanting more.
So let's talk about. So we set up kind of like a small clothes swap group, didn't we, between our group of friends, and it was while we were working in the shop, so it was kind of just the girls that worked in the shop with us, and we all knew each other.
All, I mean, very similar, but all dressed very differently.
Yeah.
All different shapes and sizes, like a whole,
Yeah. And we wanted to have like some evenings where we would just bring everything that we didn't wear or didn't want anymore in our wardrobes, and pass them on to people that would want them and that would look good in them, and
but also with no pressure of feeling like well, I'm giving one item, I'm taking one item. It's free for all. Like,
it was you could bring nothing. Yeah, you could bring nothing and take everything if it was worth it.
Yeah.
So why? So in terms for you, why did you enjoy that? What was it about it that that made you? Because you are someone who's had who has a lot of clothes and really enjoys clothing, and
Yeah.
also your wardrobe is quite a transient wardrobe, isn't it? And you kind
Mm-hmm.
of get things and charity shop them and buy things from charity shops, and it does change quite often.
Yeah, I mean, I think I always have, probably for like a year or two at the time, I had my staple things, and then, which are probably like 15% of my wardrobe.
Mm.
And then the rest are like interchangeable, depending on whether I want to be a girl for the day, whether, whether I want to wear something velvety or whether I want to chuck on something that I don't care if I spill a pot of paint on myself. But I still view dressing on those days as like an important thing because it's setting your mind for the day. And then there's probably like 30% of my wardrobe at the time I don't wear.
Yeah.
That's never out of disliking the item. That's I guess like a hoarder personality.
Yeah.
There are always items that I love, absolutely love. They can be something that I spent £2 on. It could be something that I spent £80 on in cars. But just for some reason, when I put it on myself, it doesn't necessarily feel like me. But I keep them as like almost like little treasures. Like it's the same as me. You keep books that you've read. It's something which adds to your owner.
Is it like a kind of part of your personality that you're not wanting at that moment, but you might do one day? And
exactly. I mean, we've done it before with that. So I had this beautiful pink cod shirt that I got in sale. It was an absolute bargain. I wore it like maybe twice over a year and a half, and then like lent it to you for you to look after and wear if you wanted to, until I felt the need that I wanted it back. And I think that was a really good way of realising that I was longing for it, rather than just having it there and seeing it every day and just sort of passing it by. But then I just feel like that's what I always felt like with the clothes swaps as well. I think it was always a case of if you ever change your mind about putting something in the clothes swap and you know who took it, of course you can ask for it back. Because clothes should be interchangeable to a sense. But yeah, I think I found the clothes swap was just really therapeutic. It was a way for me to it's like getting rid of emotional baggage, I guess. But seeing that transform into something else, someone else,
like clearing
out the excitement of someone else enjoying it.
Clearing out what you no longer want.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I never really took anything from the clothes swap because I'm the biggest out of all of us. So like, fat chance I'm going to get into one of the 5 10 girls pair of jeans, but it was still like a really, I don't know, it was a really nice way to spend time with people that you really love, talking about clothes and like feeling things and discussing it in a way that didn't make you feel shallow because you're talking about it, because you're around other people who are enjoying the same thing and appreciating it for the same sort of reasons.
Yeah, like materialism, but without consumerism.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Completely. Yeah. I mean, we all know there's no one on this planet that gives like no shit whatsoever what they look like. But of course that makes sense that there's people that do, but there's different paths that you can go down for those reasons. It can be anxiety, it can be big-headedness, or it can literally just be a love for like garments and items and getting excited about them in a certain way is really nice.
The cos shirt, the pink cos shirt is.
Shall I get it?
Is an interesting example. Yeah, could you? Yeah. Beautiful.
You.
So it's almost like that, the act of swapping it, or the act of giving it to me for a temporary time, allowed you to almost like approach your ability to wear it in a way, because you bought it and you weren't wearing it for whatever reason.
My main fear was because the majority of my clothes are black, and every time I put it on with black clothes, I saw myself as a basset liquid all sort, and I couldn't get past it. And then, because I think you only probably wore it once about in the time that you had it. And I think I remember seeing it on you or someone else or something on Instagram, seeing someone, and this is about like maybe 6 months after I gave it to you, seeing someone wearing it with black and going, oh no, they don't. It was also getting past my own like mental image of myself of like feeling like I have to be very careful because I have dark hair and I'm a bit bigger and I have piercings, and I don't want to end up looking like the chubby emo goth girl. So I've always avoided certain colours and like colour combinations. Like I cannot wear red. I could not wear everything. I mean, not that I cannot, but in my mind I can't get past a certain image of myself because of that. And I think that was a big thing for the shirt. A really big thing.
That shirt it would make you look like a licorice sweet.
Yeah.
And you didn't want that.
No. But that shirt, when I got it back, made me branch out into wearing other colours with it. I mean, I started wearing it with black still, but I got those stripy, like pink, cream and grey old ladies' trousers at the car boot. They're those linen ones.
Yeah.
And I had a day where I wore the pink shirt, the pink trousers and my pink wallabies, and I was like, I'm a whole new person. It felt amazing.
Yeah. So just like you had to go through that process of buying it, having it in your wardrobe for a certain amount of time.
Like taunting.
Yeah, like just there, rejecting it for all those months or whatever that you weren't wearing it, and then swapping it, giving it to me, like letting me wear it and enjoy it for a bit, and then also seeing it out in the world, like
different contexts,
Instagram in different contexts, and that then let you appreciate that shirt and apply it then with a new in a new context for your own identity, and then now you can wear it.
Just makes the heart grow fonder, right?
Yeah.
Not true in love, I don't think, but yeah.
That's good. It's all good. So in this project we're like just trying to think of ways to edit that action of swapping, so like whether we need to make like a kind of advertising campaign around each piece, or I don't know, just because it's not really about quantity of stuff that we swap, or even people.
No, I think it's
it's about
getting like the thought that goes into it, surely.
Yeah.
It's about
changing people's attitudes to
and also about not just shoving like something that could be really special in a bag full of old pants and loungewear that you're going to take to the charity shop, which is just going to sit there for God knows how many years until it eventually either gets just burnt or recycled in their own way. Yeah.
just like, because we do have a huge like clothing quantity problem in the UK, where we just are producing way too much, and then we get rid of it all. Like when we recycle it, it turns out in these like huge quantities of piles and piles of clothing that we just can't process, so we end up shipping it off to other countries because it's too much for anyone to process.
But a lot of the time it gets masked as a we're sending clothes to all the people that need clothes.
Yes.
Like, they pretty much don't. They need like clean water and food and like AIDS treatment. Like it's the whole Tom's thing all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a way of dispersing your extra waste on someone else.
Just because we literally don't have the resources or whatever to.
But even in like textiles recycling, pretty much every form of textile is able to be recycled in the same way as with plastic. There's certain grades of plastic that can only be recycled into certain things, and yet in our country there's so many types of not just plastic but also textiles that they won't recycle, even though it's completely possible.
Yeah, but I think what we want to do is to almost like turn people's attention to that quantity issue, but also and to stop people getting rid of so much by giving them a kind of like personal value to their clothing. And
you're not trying to strip them of. I think a lot of campaigns seem like they're trying to strip people of the idea of being able to like love clothes and identify with them.
Yeah.
By
you should just have what you need.
By talking to people who are really into fast fashion and shopping Primark or Beach and wherever, which we all do to a certain extent because we live in the world we live in. If you need pants, you don't have much money, then what are you going to do? But yeah, it's doing it in a way which lets people still have an emotional attachment to it, which is really important.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Cool. Thank you, Bea.
Thanks, Phil.
That's really helpful.